Hello students, today we are going to start our same chapter of business studies, that is business environment, part 2nd. Now our today's topic is new economic policy. The new economic policy established in the year 1991. In this, mainly three elements are included. The first element is liberalization, the second element is privatization, and the third element is globalization. So, first element, liberalization. Liberalization means end of license, quota, and many more restrictions. Before 1991, if we want to start a business, that time license is required and many other restrictions also applied. But after 1991, according to liberalization policy, end of the license. It means there is no need of license for starting a business. So that is liberalization policy. Indian companies got liberalization in the following ways. Abolition of license, except few. It means except few business or industries, there is no license required. And the industries that required license, like atomic industry, gun industry, chemical industry, and liquor industry. Second one is no restriction on expansion or contraction of business. Before 1991, many restrictions on the expansion and contraction of the business. But after 1991, there is no restriction on expansion and contraction. Next is freedom in the movement of goods and services. It means after LPG, the goods are imported and exported in any other country. Our next topic is privatization. Privatization means giving greater role to the private sector in the place of public sector. So the result is disinvestment of public sector. Investment means introducing more money in the public sector, but disinvestment means withdrawing the money from public sector. And for this, one industry or one organization is hired. The name of that organization is BIFR. Full form of BIFR is Board of Industrial and Financial Reconstruction. This board was set up to revive closed sick units. It means the company that is suffering from loss from many years should be closed. And this work can be done by the BFIR. The next one is dilution of stake of the government. This is the same point, disinvestment of public sector. Our next topic is globalization. Globalization means opening the door for any other country. It means import and export can be liberal. Here one case study is given. The case study is Nandrachal Networks and Technology Limited is leader in technology innovation in USA, creating products and solutions for connected world. It has research and development team with the invented the first smart watch WI, which besides showing the time would also monitor few health parameters like heartbeat, blood pressure, etc. While in search of markets abroad, the company found that in India, reform process was underway with the aim of accelerating the pace of economic growth. The company decided to take advantage of the fact and license requirement had been abolished. It is important point. The company was also aware that there had been increased level of interaction and interdependence among the various nations. This is also very important line of the world, and India could be made a base for its international trade. It set up its office in Gujarat with a view to capture the Indian market. In short span of time, the company emerged as a market leader. Success of the company attracted many other players to enter the market. Competition resulted in reduction in price, thereby benefiting the customers. Here, the first point is given in the above paragraph. Two major concepts related to government policy have been discussed. We notice that 2 point. The first point indicate privatization and the second point indicate globalization. Explain those concepts. We already explained it. Here it is, two major concepts related to liberalization and globalization. And the impact is also we already discussed. Our next topic is impact of changes in economic policy. What is the impact of economic policy? It means what is the impact of the policy that is launched or established in the year 1991. First point is increasing competition. Before 1991, there are few industries in the market, but after the new policy, many other or new companies comes in the market due to this increasing competition. Second point is more demanding customers. Before 1991 or before new economic policy, there were very few industries. After that, many new industries also comes in the market and join the production line. So, they launched many types of products. Due to this, customer becomes much demanding. The third point is rapidly changing technological environment. After launching the new economic policy, the technological enhancement. It means many other country integrates with our country. Due to the result, technological environment increases. Necessity for change. Prior to 1991, enterprise could follow strict policy. But after 1991, the enterprises follow flexible policy, because if they don't follow the flexible policy, so their place can be taken by the other organization. So flexible policy is essential for existing in the competition. The next point is need for developing human. Before 1991, inadequate or less trained personnel are hired. But after 1991, trained personnel are hired and timely training is also required. Market orientation. Before 1991, in the industry, selling concept applied. It means firstly produce the product and then sell in the market. But after 1991, marketing concept applied. It means before producing the product, firstly go to the market, ask from the consumers what you want, then according to the customers produce their product. That is called marketing concept. Marketing concept means the product produced according to the consumers need and want. That is marketing concept. Our next topic is managerial response to change in the business environment. After 1991, the many other changes comes in the business environment also. The first point is diversification. After 1991, diversification occurs. It means the industry invest their money in many products in the place of one product, like Reliance Company diversified their products. It means making many products. Voltas, LG and Samsung, they also diversified their products. Second point is joint venture. After 1991, many multinational companies came to India with a joint venture. It means merging with the Indian company and came in the Indian market. Ford enters with Mahindra and Mahindra. Ford is a outsider company that collaborate with the Mahindra and Mahindra. The second, Jaguar collaborate with Tata Motors. General Motors collaborate with Hindustan Motors and comes in the Indian market. Brand building. After 1991, brand building takes an important part. It means for making their goodwill and image, the company invest lots of money in the advertisement and sales promotion. Use of latest technology. After 1991, latest technology has been adopted in the production and in the business. Improved compensation level. Before 1991, the workers are getting less salary, but after new economic policy, the workers are getting high salary. So that is improved compensation level. The next point is customer focus. Before 1991, selling concept applied. After that, marketing concept applied. It means the market shift from producer to consumer. Our next important topic is demonetization. The demonetization established or launched by the government on 8th November 2016 when 500 and 1000 notes were withdrawn from the circulation. And the result is only 86% currency in the circulation. That is withdrawal. And the remaining 14% currency wasted. The main aim of demonetization was to curb corruption, check the use of notes for illegal activities, especially in black money. Many features of demonetization also. Demonetization as a tax administration measure, non-tolerance of tax evasion, tax administrating mobilization of saving, creating less cash or digital light economy. Here some area and impact of demonetization on that area. The first area is money and interest rate. Declining in the cash transaction. After demonetization, the cash transaction decline. Bank deposits increase and increase in the financial savings also. Private wealth. The second area is private wealth. Impact on the private wealth. Decline since some high denominating notes of 500 and thousands were not returned and real estate price fell. Public sector wealth, no effect on that sector. Digitalization, digital transaction among users increase. After demonetization, digital transaction increases. Real estate, the price of real estate declined. Tax collection. After demonetization, rise in the tax collection. Here one case study is given. Amira is a 7-year-old girl. She planned with her father to give a gift on her mother's birthday. She took her piggy bank to shopkeeper with her father. She selected a purse for her mother, and when she took out one note of 1,000 from the piggy bank, the shopkeeper refused to take the note, saying that it is no longer a valid currency. Her father explained that shopkeeper is saying right. In this, two questions arise. The first question is identify the concept discussed in the above para. The concept that is discussed in the para, that is demonetization. And the second point, that is state 3 features of that concept. We already discussed many features and we can write any 3 of them. With this topic, our chapter is finished.